March 1934, just after midnight, West 125th Street. A black sedan idled with its lights off, engine ticking like a countdown, and inside was one of Dutch Schultz's men. Hands shaking, counting seconds. 3 blocks away, jazz leaked from a basement club, smoke hung thick, and according to some accounts, Bumpy Johnson was already holding the answer in his pocket. What happened next made even Schultz's most feared enforcers rethink who really owned the night. By 1934, Harlem was worth millions a year. Numbers bets, protection money, club cuts, every block had a price, and every price had muscle behind it. Dutch Schultz controlled most of it with fear and speed, backed by men who never missed and orders that ended careers. But Bumpy Johnson controlled something else: neighborhood loyalty, memory, and timing. This wasn't personal. It was profit. Schultz wanted Harlem locked down like a ledger. Bumpy wanted Harlem respected like a home. And when money stalled, pressure followed. That pressure was about to take a new form. Schultz's blueprint was simple. If Bumpy couldn't be hit clean, you squeezed the people around him. Drivers, runners, a cousin who watched a door, men who mattered just enough. Reportedly, 3 of Bumpy's associates vanished in a 10-day span. No bodies, no noise, just absence. That's when everything went wrong. Because kidnapping wasn't just violence, it was a message. And messages travel fast in Harlem. What they didn't know was that Bumpy had been waiting for a mistake exactly like this. Not a gunshot, not a headline, something quieter, something humiliating. The first counter move didn't look like a counter at all. Just a matchbook sliding across a bar. Thin cardboard, red cover, a local club's name printed crooked on the front. According to one version of the story, Bumpy always carried that matchbook, flipping it open when he was thinking 2 moves ahead. The next night, one of Schultz's men didn't come home. Then another. No screaming, no blood in the street, just empty bar stools and unpaid tabs. By the 3rd disappearance, Schultz's crew stopped laughing. By the 4th, they stopped sleeping. Here's the twist: these men weren't hurt. They were collected. Basements, back rooms, apartments above fish markets, places where time slowed and questions echoed. Legend says each man was shown the same thing. A matchbook, same red cover, same bent corner, placed on the table like a signature. And then came the line. Short, cold, unmistakable. Tell him Harlem doesn't borrow fear. It returns it. That's when the message landed. Because kidnapping a kidnapper isn't revenge. It's a mirror. One man was released at dawn, shoes clean, coat pressed, but eyes hollow. Another was dropped 2 blocks from a precinct, told exactly when to start walking. No bruises that mattered, just instructions. And inside each coat pocket, according to people close to it, was that same matchbook. Word traveled the way it always does. Through bartenders who stopped mid-pour. Through cabbies who drove slower past certain corners. Bookies lowered their voices. Cops pretended not to hear. An emergency meeting followed. Smoke-filled, tight-lipped, doors locked early. Schultz's men counted numbers again: how many taken, how many returned, how fast it happened. The math didn't feel good. Underworld logic kicked in. Fear only works if it stays one-sided. And this wasn't that. The kidnappings stopped. Not loudly, not officially. They just ended. Years later, an old driver told a different version. He claimed one of the men was never actually taken, that he walked willingly carrying the matchbook himself. Some swear that's the truth. Others say it's Harlem mythology. But everyone agrees on one thing. After that week, Dutch Schultz never tested that line again. The matchbook kept showing up for years, on bars, on tables, sometimes just left behind. A reminder: respect isn't given. It's designed. And the men who understand that don't need to shout. Next time, the stakes get higher, and the message costs even more.